is the purpose of your lesson?
The purpose of our lesson today is to work on comprehension with Emily.
Okay, so you're going to work on comprehension?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when the comprehension, you're going to look at inferencing questions versus detailed questions, correct?
Right. Yeah, because what I want her to do is set up, I'm going to set up a QAR chart for her, which is, questions, answer, and relationship chart. I'm going to have her I'm going to give her questions that are from the book, and then give her some questions that she can infer, which would be questions in her mind. I labeled it questions in her mind from yesterday. So I'm thinking that she could do that. I wanted to use this chart. That way it gives her ideas throughout the lesson. Have her actually thinking about the comprehension strategy. We're going to read a book that she already started reading, which was called Jaguars. So we started reading that on Thursday. But what I want to have her do is finish reading that book and actually be able to make inferences based on things outside of the book that are not so right there textual based questions.
Okay, so you're going to go over the QAR strategies.
Mm-hmm.
So your goal with your objective would be to have her use the QAR strategies?
Right, to pull out or make inferences outside of the text as well as inside the text. I want to have her do both.
Okay, so when you say outside the text, you mean outside to the world,
right,
or to other texts. And when you say inside the text, you mean giving examples that relate to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like text-based questions would be like, for example, we're reading about jaguars and they want to know, just giving an example, maybe, do jaguars love to swim? She can look back, if she needs to, look back in the text because it would be a text-based question.
Okay.
Versus an inference would be, as the author of this text, do you think she likes jaguars? That would be an inferring type of a question, because then she can actually think about what she liked to say. As an author, it wouldn't be something she can actually look up.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. So, when you start your lesson, I think I have a good idea. Sequence, okay. But when you finish of how you're going to start your lesson, when you finish your lesson, what is going to be your end product?
What I would like her to do is to be able to actually write down or give me a summary of what we've learned. She'll be able to tell me at least 3 facts of what she learned, and also do a logo chart. So I'm going to have her actually draw up, because I know she likes to draw, 3 drawings of what she learned in the book.
Okay. Now, will you clarify in that drawing that she can be something that she learned in the book or something that you talked about?
Yeah.
Going back to the inferences?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have her, draw the three facts that she learned in the book. But I guess I can leave it up to her, too, whether or not she wants to draw something, an inference that she's learned as well. Or inference that she's made, I should say.
Okay. And what do you want me to do?
I would like for you to keep track of her inferences, on how detailed maybe she is with giving those inferences. Things that are not in the book. just keep track on, because it's kind of hard for her to make them. So she really doesn't respond well to the inferencing. So maybe just keep track on how well or how deep she gets into the inferencing.
Okay. So you want me to keep a record?
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to keep an actual record of her responses?
Right.
Okay, as I watch the lesson. Okay. Do you want me to see if they are text to text or text to world?
Mm-hmm.
I can also keep track of that. And text to life. Okay. I can do that. And then we will come back and talk about that. Sounds good.